welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky, and if you're new here then welcome, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. The question is, do you need date night ideas? I know I always do, and I'm always stuck on what to do when it actually comes to it. But with this craft that I'm going to show you in today's video, it's going to be a super easy way to write down all your date night ideas in one go, and then you've just got a nice collection to go to when you want to go out. So if you want to see how I make it, keep watching. Okay, so this is super easy. You are going to want some acrylic paint. I just have two colours and I'll explain why at the moment. You'll also going to get some lollipop sticks. I bought these off of Amazon. I will link down below where I got them from. Or if you plan ahead, if you save all like your Magnum or Isoly sticks, because we're coming around to summer, so you're going to be eating them anyway, save them, wash them, dry them out, then it saves you buying any, you can repurpose them. So, lollipop sticks, paint. You're also going to want some pens. Nothing fancy, just a nice ballpoint pen, and then an empty jar. This was actually a candle, and I'm going to repurpose it just to stick my lollipop sticks in once they're done. So it's super easy. What you're going to want to do is get a list of all the restaurants or the date night ideas that you are wanting to do, and then categorise them into expensive or budget. That's what the two colours are for me. So mine are all going to be restaurants that I want to go to. So we're going to have stuff like Nando's. We're going to have stuff like a more fancy where we can dress up. If you wanted to add a third colour as like an at-home date night idea, that could also be a good option. There's really no right way to do this. I'm doing it for restaurants, but you could colour code it as at-home date night ideas outside, date night ideas inside, anything like that. So what you're going to want to do is get your lollipop stick, get some greaseproof paper as well, and then all I'm going to do is line up my lollipop sticks on my greaseproof paper. This is going to be a super quick and easy video, guys. Now obviously you can use as many as you want. I'm just doing as many restaurants as I know we want to go to. And for the expensive restaurants, or like their higher budget restaurants that we'd probably like want to get dressed up for, I'm going to do it in blue. And then the ones what are more like cheaper or takeout options, I'm going to do in yellow. And all I'm going to do is literally just grab some paint, pop a bit on my brush. If you've got a painting palette, you can dip it in there. And then I'm just going to brush it on the top like quarter or third of my lollipop stick. Now you can be as neat or as messy as you want with this. I'm going to try and get them all at the same level. And then I'm just going to rest that on my greaseproof paper. Now some of the paint might come off, so if you do have something to stand in, that could be really useful. I'm trying to think of something that I might have. I can't. If you've got any like polystyrene or anything like that, that'd probably be really handy to stick it in. Oh, in fact, do you know what? I've got some foam. This is for like another project that I'm working on. So I'm just going to balance it in there to dry. And you're just going to repeat this for all the lollipop sticks. Also, if I sound a bit congested, it's like a combination of hay fever and then this awful cold. I think we picked something up when we were down in London the other weekend, and I cannot shift it. And it is just sitting right in my sinuses. So I keep getting like a bit of a headache and I just can't shift it. So I'm actually doing this because every like 3 months we try and do a double date with my brother and sister-in-law, and we came up with like a list of restaurants in advance that we knew we'd all like. And so instead of one of us having to decide where to go and book in, this is just a really good way where if we want to just have like a cheaper option and have it at home and we don't want to get dressed up, then I can choose like the yellow colour. But if I know that we want to get dressed up but I'm not really sure what to choose and we just want to be a bit more spontaneous, then I can just pick it out of this date night jar. And this could also make a really nice gift for someone. So if you wanted to do it for your boyfriend as like a Valentine's present, or just like as an anniversary present, it could be really nice for you to put some like ideas on it and then let him pick out where to go. And then it does also give you a bit of control then on where he wants to take you on your date nights. You could even do it as like a gift for a friend. So if you wanted to do some ideas for like get-togethers with your friends, you could do some like outdoor ones, you could do some indoor ones. So for example, if I was doing this for my friend Pippa, then what I could do is do some outdoor ones, and we could do like get-togethers, and one could be like running and coffee, or we could have going to the shops, or we could have like a bottomless brunch. And then if you wanted to do some that was like more indoors, you could do like a crafting session, you could do like a afternoon tea, you could put a spa day in there. Okay, so I've done all my blues. I'm going to move on to my yellows now. And then what you can do with these sticks as well is if you've liked the restaurant that you've chosen, so all the ones that I'm putting on here are ones that we've not been to before but I really want to try, and I feel like it holds me a bit more accountable to try them, because otherwise you always go, oh, I really want to try that restaurant, and then never go. You just stick to the ones that you used to or are closer by. But what could be a good idea is if you did actually really like the restaurant that you're trying from these sticks, you could like add a little score on in pen at the bottom and add it back to the pot, and then any that you don't like you can just remove and replace them with something else. And then it's a really good way of like rating the restaurants that you've been to and knowing what you're actually going to like. I think I'm going to do that, because then if we do actually really like it, we can go back to it. So what you can do if you don't have any paints, another really easy way is using some Sharpies. So if you just get some like nice bright colours, you can literally just colour in the end of your stick. And if you really wanted to keep it as simple as anything, you could even just colour one side. You don't have to kind of go round all the edges if you don't want to. Personally, I prefer go around all of it, because then it just, I don't know, I feel like it finishes it off nicer, especially if you are going to give it as a gift for someone. But if you're just doing it for yourself and you just wanted to do it really quickly, I'd suggest you just using a Sharpie and only going on one side of it. So that's also another really quick, easy way to do it. And then what you do is, so while they're drying, I'll show you on the Sharpie one, just with like a ballpoint pen, you don't want any snazzy ink or anything because it'll run into the wood of the lollipop stick. You'll just write the name of like the restaurant or the date idea that you're wanting to do. So let's say this one is Nando's. I'd literally just write it on the stick like that, in my jar that I'm keeping them in. I just pop it in, and then gradually, if you fill this jar, they'll all just stick up, and the more you put in, the more it'll all hold itself up, and it's just a really nice idea. And then to finish it off, if you've got a label maker, you could put a nice little label on here that's like Jake and Becky's Date Night Ideas 2024, and then put your little colour coding on, which I might now do actually. So I've got this Nimbot B12 label maker. So what I'm going to do is, I have two sizes. I've got these like larger labels, and then I've just got like a smaller rectangular one. I think a larger one is probably going to work best. So I'm just going to go on my Nimbot app and draw up a label, and then I'll print that off and show you what it looks like when it's finished and has all the lollipop sticks in. Okay guys, so I've obviously not filled it all out just because I wanted to show you what it's looking like at the moment. But this is my cute little date night idea jar. I think this is going to look so nice just on the side in the kitchen, on the side by the door, so as we're going out we can have a look at what we want to do. And it's just really easy. So I've done my personalised label with my Nimbot, my B21, and I've just done date night ideas, and then I've colour coded it, so I've got snazzy, chill and at home. As you can tell, I've not added any at home ones in here yet. And then the idea is that if I wanted a chill one, I'd see that that is yellow, I'd pick that out, and then I'd see what it says. So this one says Nando's, so that is where we would be going. If we wanted a snazzier one, this says Olive, which is the name of the restaurant, and it's a Mediterranean. So I've written on what type of food it is as well. And that's just really easy. It takes a lot of the decision making out of where you're going, and hopefully you would do this in advance. You won't be doing it when you're leaving the door, because then it could be hard to get a table at the restaurant. But when you know that you're wanting to book a date night, you can just easily pick one out and see where it says and book that. So like I said, I think this is really cute to make for yourself, to make for a gift for your partner, to make for a gift for your friends, brothers, anything like that. It's the perfect gift when you don't really want to spend any money, but you want to do something together and you can like put your money towards it as a group. So I really like this. Like I said, all you needed was some lollipop sticks, paint or Sharpies and an empty jar. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and while you're down there, hit the subscribe button also, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.